Becky Swain, long thought to have passed away, shocked everyone when she suddenly resurfaced on Coronation Street, dropping a massive revelation on her ex-wife DS Lisa Swain, their daughter Betsy, and Lisa's new fiancée Carla by announcing that she had been alive and well all along. Lisa was completely stunned by the news, having spent the last 4 years mourning the loss of her spouse with their daughter Betsy. Becky justified her mysterious absence by explaining that she had gone undercover to infiltrate a dangerous criminal organization in an effort to dismantle it from within. When her identity was exposed and her family's safety was at stake, she staged her own death and fled to Spain for protection. Lisa's reaction was furious, not only because Becky had endangered them, but also for choosing such an extreme solution that left her and Betsy to endure unbearable grief. Though Lisa initially decided to keep the truth hidden from Betsy, that choice was taken away from her when a chance meeting between Betsy and Ryan Connor led Becky to come clean. Now that Becky has returned, tension hangs heavy between her and Carla, who feels uneasy about the sudden reappearance of her fiancé's former wife. At first, Becky teamed up with Kit Green, but the manipulative D.I. Costello quickly sabotaged their plans by tempting Kit with promises of a career boost. It was actually Costello who had assisted Becky in vanishing years ago, falsely confirming a body as hers so she could escape abroad. Now, with Becky back in Weatherfield, Costello is panicked and desperate to drive her away again. Next week, as Carla heads to Ireland, despite her earlier hesitation about leaving Lisa alone with her ex, we asked Becky's portrayer, Amy Cudden, whether Carla should feel threatened. Cudden explained, "When you consider Lisa's lingering affection for Becky, because that love still sits deep within her, and Becky's fierce, almost instinctive need to reunite her family, it becomes a powerful force. Yes, it's a real threat, but then again, we're talking about Carla Connor, and she's as tough as they come. That means viewers are about to see an exciting clash of emotions, two strong-willed women locked in a battle for the same person's heart." So yes, Becky definitely poses a threat, but that danger is directed toward a woman who's incredibly resilient and tough as nails. The icy atmosphere between Lisa and Becky starts to melt when Betsy convinces them to pose in some of her fashion creations for a college project. As the three reconnect and share a rare moment of laughter, Betsy films the fun and posts it online, sending Becky into panic mode over the risk of being exposed. One of Becky's tactics for winning Lisa over and easing her way back into the family is using humor, Amy explained. She acts silly, cracks jokes, and fills the room with warmth and laughter. In that moment, they all let their defenses down. They have genuine fun together. And Betsy, without thinking twice, records it. The post puts Becky in real danger, but at the same time, she subtly twists the situation. Becky isn't above nudging her daughter to believe the issue is worse than it truly is, Amy continued. Yes, having her face appear online jeopardizes her safety, but it also gives her a strange advantage. She can play on the guilt that Betsy and Lisa feel. Manipulation is second nature to Becky. She knows how to work any room she's in. And if she senses even a hint of guilt around her, she's absolutely going to exploit it to her benefit. Things spiral further when Costello contacts Becky, ordering her to get out of town immediately. She warns him to stay away, though her shaken nerves tell a different story. The situation explodes when Costello retaliates by having Betsy arrested, accusing her of damaging a police vehicle, resisting arrest, and assaulting an officer. She's clearly worried. No mother wants to see her child in serious trouble. But at the same time, Becky spent the last 4 years living beyond the boundaries of the law while hiding out in Alicante, so she's not easily shaken by what she might need to do to protect her daughter, Amy explained. In contrast, Lisa's someone who believes firmly in following rules and doing things by the book, whereas Becky is the complete opposite. Her first instinct is, what can I do right now to pull my daughter out of this mess? She's deeply anxious about Betsy's emotional state, but she's also confident that she can handle whatever needs to be done. When Becky finally confronts Costello, he lays down an ultimatum: return to Spain, or he'll make Betsy's situation far worse. There's a quiet, nagging voice in Becky's head saying, "Maybe it's time to walk away. Maybe your family would be safer without you," Amy continued. But Becky refuses to listen. She convinces herself that while she might be putting them at risk, she can also fix everything. She's got this inflated belief that no matter what chaos she causes, she can undo it all. Because in her mind, they're her family, and she alone can save them. Now the question looms large. Will Becky vanish once again to protect her daughter? And if she stays, how far is D.I. Costello willing to go to destroy her? One thing is certain. Danger is closing in, and the storm around the Swain family is only getting darker. Next week on Coronation Street, emotions run high as Kevin Webster breaks down in tears while his conflict with Abby reaches a painful new low. The once loving couple is officially over after Abby's shocking affair came to light, a betrayal that shattered Kevin completely. Already reeling from his recent cancer battle, Kevin was dealt another emotional blow when Abby walked out, hiding the truth that she'd been seeing his brother, Carl. The secret affair came to light in the most uncomfortable way possible, during a family dinner celebrating Ronnie Bailey's birthday, leaving Kevin humiliated and heartbroken. Despite everything, Kevin tries to keep the peace for the sake of their young son, Alfie. In upcoming episodes, Abby messages Kevin to ask if he'd like to look after Alfie for a while. Kevin arrives to collect him, but Abby quickly changes her mind after noticing Kevin's visible anger and frustration, saying he can take Alfie another day instead. Overwhelmed and heartbroken, Kevin breaks down in tears outside. Later in the week, Abby confides in Roy Cropper that she's lost out on a job at a rival garage after getting a call from them. Convinced that Kevin is somehow behind her rejection, she storms over to number 13 and angrily confronts him. But could her suspicions be true? A Coronation Street insider confirmed that Abby and Kevin's relationship has completely collapsed since her infidelity was revealed. Kevin's desperate to remain part of Alfie's life, the source explained. But Abby won't tolerate him losing his temper or showing his anger when their little boy is around. Things between them are really bad, and it's only getting worse. The situation between Abby and Kevin takes another ugly turn when Abby becomes convinced that Kevin is deliberately sabotaging her chances of getting a job, and by extension, her ability to provide for their son, Alfie. But has Kevin really sunk that low, or is it just another painful misunderstanding between the exes? Abby's portrayer, Sally Carmen, recently revealed that she and Michael Lavelle will continue sharing scenes despite their characters' split. However, she remained cautious when asked if there's any hope for a romantic reconciliation between the two. "I honestly don't know if Abby and Kevin have a future together," she admitted. "I'd love there to be, though. They were such a wonderfully mismatched pair, completely different, yet somehow absolutely perfect for one another." Coronation Street continues to air every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes also available for streaming on ITVX.